Get some more coffee?
I'm coffeeed out.
You look half asleep.
I'm not half asleep. It's just total relaxation from spending a few quiet hours with you.
Oh, how silly of me to misinterpret.
You know something? I'm beginning to trust this, Herb. There's sort of a peacefulness coming over me. I don't know, I'm coming out of the grief over Jamie, my marriage. I feel a bit of spring in the air, like a tree sprouting leaves.
What about me?
What about you?
Well.
Oh, we woke up with a need for a little ego boosting this morning.
Well, you haven't even mentioned me.
Herb, you're the whole reason for it. I mean, I think I'd probably still be in winter if it hadn't been for you. And, I'm beginning to realize that life isn't really over. It's just changing for the better.
I'll drink to that. And I also propose a toast to spring turning into summer. A lovely summer for both of us.
And everybody we love.
And everybody we love. You know, I was thinking about dropping by the Vernon Inn to check on the progress of our new, what shall I call it, lair?
Whatever you call it. I think John will be thrilled when we get out of his apartment. He's looking very depressed these days, don't you think?
Yeah, maybe everyone just seems that way. I know they do to me.
Maybe that's because love makes you think you're happier than everybody else. Oh, dear. Ron Higgins is sitting over there. I didn't notice him before.
You really think we aren't a hot item at the courthouse already?
Well, if we aren't, we certainly will be soon.
You really care?
No.
Yes. Believe it or not, I will see you at 7. All right? Wear the black.
Hello, hello.
Dorian, welcome home.
Thank you, thank you. It's good to be home. So, are things under control here at the studio?
Would you believe this? So far, a day with no problems. One of those rare days that happens once every 2 or 3 years.
I'm so glad to hear that.
So tell me, how were the Prison Reform Committee meetings?
It took just one meeting for me to realize that I have got my work cut out for me. Some of the members of the committee have rather firmly entrenched ideas. You could even call them outdated. Where is Tom Dennison?
Oh, I have no idea.
What? He's supposed to be here. I didn't even go home. I came here straight from the airport because we had an appointment.
Well, I don't know. He hasn't called.
Do you get the feeling he's not too enthused about becoming our news director? First he takes a few weeks off, then he doesn't even show up here. Unless, of course, he's planning to leave town.
Why would he do that?
Personal reasons. I'm going to call John's office, tell Cassie and John that I'm back, and if Tom doesn't show up, I'll call him at home. Excuse me. Jamie! Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
You two stay put. Got great timing, Cassie. First to return from Europe with some guy who's got a plane ticket and a passport out of here. And now you arrive just in time to save me from these two creeps. Any particular reason why you've still got that gun, Uncle? Why don't you slide it over to me, real nice and easy? Now! All right. Cassie and I are gonna back on out of here.
Leave her, Jamie. Take me instead.
Or me.
No, look, if anyone should be hostage, it might as well be me.
What a willing group. I'd love to take all 3 of you, but I think it would get crowded in the
Jamie,
car.
please, don't kill anybody.
I'm not. That would bring too much heat down in this place. I'm not gonna kill you either. I just need you to help me get out of here. All right. See the closet over there? Get in it, both of you. Move! Amy, swear you'll let her go. Sure. All right, Cassie. Now take it real nice and slow through the lobby. Any false move and I'll resort to the person that you all know and love so well.
I have no doubt about it.
It's liable to shoot her, John.
Oh, we gotta call the cops with the make on the car.
Thank you, you, Eddie.
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is Herb Callis. No. You have any idea where... yes, all right. I don't know what. I'll... goodbye.
Herb, what is it?
Jamie's alive.
No, you're not turning under 21.
Then how else are we supposed to get to the costume company?
Just take the back roads, Cassie. I'm sure Max and Uncle John have already turned in the make of your car by now. In fact, maybe we ought to pull over somewhere and find another one.
So what are you going to do, stick your gun in some guy's ribs and steal his car?
Why not? It's either that or we hole up somewhere to give me some time to think.
Well, you really plan ahead, don't you, Jamie?
Didn't expect Holden to be working with my Uncle John.
Yeah, neither did I.
And what did you show up for?
Because I have a low IQ. Listen, Jamie, why don't we go to John's loft?
What for? Cocktails?
No, because he has a makeup kit there. Maybe you could come up with some disguise. He uses it for undercover. It has a wig in it and everything.
Why are you being so helpful?
Because I'm afraid if I don't think of something, you might kill somebody.
All right, John's apartment. It's a good idea. No one will expect to look for us there. I'll just get into a new disguise, tie you up, and be on my way.
That's all you're going to do to me? Tie me up?
Just head on up to John's. And remember, no major thoroughfares. Let's see if the infamous Jamie Sanders is on the airwaves yet. Make people start believing in ghosts, huh?
Larry, I'm so glad to hear that.
And do yourself a favor. Start with an apology.
Dorian?
If it isn't my news director, or isn't it my news director?
Jim told me to do myself a favor and start with an apology. I apologize. I got hung up at the hospital. You heard about Vicky.
Yes, I've been in contact even while I was in Washington. Just spoke to Larry Wallach. It's wonderful, isn't it?
A gift from heaven. Well, how are you?
Invigorated, but I don't know if I have the patience for this prison reform commission. Patience is not one of my virtues. How are you? As I understand it, Vicky has her memory and almost entirely back. She and Clint are reunited.
Well, Dorian, if you don't mind, I'd just as soon talk about business, okay?
Unfortunately, your personal life is affecting your business life. Sometimes it does a person good to talk about what's on their mind.
Well, thank you for considering my feelings. I appreciate it. I think I was somewhat prepared for it. The important thing is a fine family is reunited, and I wouldn't wish it any other way, except, well, perhaps I would in a small corner of my heart.
All right, let's go to my office and talk about news programming.
Fine.
Dorian! You're not going to believe this. The police have been looking for you.
What is it, John? Cassie?
That's impossible. He can't be alive. Kate told us that he was shot and he fell in the river and drowned.
Somehow he managed to survive.
Oh, Herb, I can't believe it. I know what terrible crimes he committed and how much pain he caused people, but maybe we can reach him. Maybe this is a chance for him to atone and change. I've got to go to Argentina to see him.
Judith. He's in Landview.
Landview?
Yes.
Is he in police custody?
Oh, no. He's on the run, trying to cut a deal with Max Holden.
What kind of deal?
I don't know the details, except Max and John tried to trap him.
Did they hurt him?
I wish they had. I'm sorry. He's taking Cassie hostage.
Oh, my God. I had so much hope. How could I be so stupid?
He's your son. You wanted to believe in him. I can't blame you for that.
No, there was no hope, not from the beginning. I mean, I realized what a horror he had become, but I heard you say alive, and I thought, I don't know, I felt hope and joy and relief, but he doesn't care about anything.
Except his freedom.
When he's through with Cassie when he has no use for her. We have to help her.
I'll take you back to the loft, and then I'm going to headquarters.
You want to find him, don't you? You want to join the manhunt, don't you?
I'm terrified for my daughter. I can't pretend to feel anything but hatred for your son. I know he's your son. But if he's harmed my daughter...
Listen, you have every right to feel that way. We've got to help her. We'll do anything to help her. We've got to stop him.
Let's get out of here.
Anybody home? See, I told you.
Great. Now, where would my good old uncle keep some rope?
What would John be doing with rope? He doesn't herd cattle.
You're a real comedian, Cass. But if you don't get constructed real quick, I'm gonna have to knock you over the head.
Rope. I don't know where he keeps any rope.
Here. Rip a nice long strip out of that so I can tie your wrists. Must be one of your dad's, huh?
Hey, you know my father's been living with your mother, right?
Yeah. They came by the Vernon Inn one day while I was painting. They were practically making it on the floor. It's great to see my mother grieving so much over my death.
Yeah, unending grief, right, Jamie? You had to come back. You had to hurt more innocent people. If you were going to stay alive, you should have just stayed in Argentina.
I couldn't get the $500,000 in diamonds in Argentina. I had to go where the money was, you understand? So, what's the story with Diane Bristol? Did she leave town or what?
Diane's dead.
Dead?
Yeah, she fell out a window at my mother's house when she was trying to take off with my mom's jewelry.
Turn around.
She told me all about you, Jamie. She told me about you blackmailing her, Allison Perkins.
All right, just shut up. I'm trying to think of a way of getting out of here. All right, where's that makeup kit?
It's in the bathroom.
Good. Let's go and get it.
Shouldn't we be doing something besides stand here?
I'd say you two had done enough.
Max, why didn't you just tell me what was going on?
And what the hell is your excuse, John?
Oh, come on, Rafe. The plan would have worked if Cassie hadn't come in here unexpectedly.
The point is, we are beyond all this. The point is, we could have had men stationed outside just in case something like this happened.
If we had agreed to go along with your plan, John, which is doubtful, and I can't believe you went along with his scam, Max.
I knew I was taking a chance, but what if Tina were alive?
Well, now we got to be worried about keeping Cassie alive, don't we?
You're right, Max. We blew it.
If only I'd known that Jamie Sanders was masquerading as Mike Cochran. But no, you feed me some cock and bull story, and I end up digging diamonds out of a potted plant.
A what?
Somebody hid the gems in the plant that Pamela Buchanan gave to Pete O'Neill.
The one in our office? That's what you were doing there a couple of hours ago?
Yeah, without knowing any of the details.
You know, I wouldn't mind running all three of you in for this. Stolen property, obstruction of justice, and plain stupidity.
And as for worrying about Tina, if you'd helped us get to Jamie, we could have found out the truth.
Well, then why don't you just arrest us or shut up? Because my nerves are shot worrying about Cassie, and we don't need to sit here and jabber. You're going to do a lot more sitting here and jabbering, John. We don't need any more assistance from you. Dorian.
Ray, what's happened? I mean, how did Jamie Sanders get a hold of Cassie? And where are they now?
We have the whole force out looking. We've had no reports yet.
But what happened?
It's my fault.
And mine. Max and I set a trap for Jamie. And Cassie came in unexpectedly, and in the disturbance, well, it gave him a chance to grab her.
I mean, the two of you were in the room when this happened?
If we made a move, he would have shot her. At least this way, maybe she's got a chance of getting away.
A vulture has more regard for human life than Jamie Sanders does. So now this is a death sentence for my daughter.
Slow down.
John! Are you going to try and tell me that Jamie Sanders isn't going to kill Cassie or anybody else who keeps him from escaping? Or is that just simply what you want to think because you messed up?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we'll be in touch, Dorian.
You better be in touch with my daughter.
Dorian, I'm real sorry, but...
I knew this would happen. I knew it, John, and if she went to work for you, I tried to warn you. I did.
Cassie came here on her own. I told her expressly to stay in the office, but she wouldn't listen to me. She was too much like her mother and had to take matters into her own hands.
Why did she follow you?
I don't know. She was angry with me. She thought I was keeping something from her. And I was. I didn't want her to know about the plan with Jamie.
And you didn't want the police to find out either. I've got some advice for you, John. Why don't you give up your private detective's license? Become a plumber. That way you won't endanger innocent lives.
I feel bad enough, okay?
Cassie is my only child.
Who happened to stumble in here accidentally at the wrong time.
John, she wouldn't have stumbled in here if she weren't working for you.
That is plain to see now, but it wasn't
if
before.
anything happens to her, I will never forgive you.
All right, does Herb know about this?
I don't know.
Well, why don't you go down to the office and then spend the time with him?
Why, thank you. You're advising me to go to my ex-husband instead of my current lover for comfort and support?
You don't want comfort, Dorian. You want a punching bag, and I'm not in the mood. If anything happens to Cassie, I love her too.
I'm sorry. I know that you didn't want this to happen.
I don't know why she couldn't just stay in the office and answer the telephone. I just know it was too boring for her. I should have let her go when she thought I'd fired her.
Did you fire her?
Yeah, don't ask. One of our many arguments.
And why are the two of you arguing so much? I guess that's a question you don't want to answer.
It doesn't really make a damn bit of difference now, does it?
Now I need a new name to go with the new look. What would you call me, Cassie?
I don't use those kind of words, Jamie.
I think I'll call myself John, after my favorite uncle.
If you hurt anyone, I will hate myself forever.
You won't have a chance to hate yourself, Cassie, unless dead bodies feel. Sorry, but as soon as I'm gone, you'll make a call to the police.
No, I won't. I won't tell anyone. I'll give you plenty of time to get away, Jamie.
That's bull.
Listen, tie me up, gag me, do whatever you have to do so you can get away. Look, use your brain. I'm the district attorney's daughter. If you do anything to hurt me, every cop in the country will be looking for you.
All right, you've got a point. I'll lock you in the bathroom. That way you can't use the phone, and I'll have time enough to get out of here.
If they know where he is, promise you won't let yourself get into danger.
Herb Callison, any word on my daughter and Jamie Sanders? I'll be right in. Nothing.
What?
You stay put. What is this? You think they were here?
Hi, Mom. How's it going?
Tom. Jim, anything about Cassie?
No, nothing yet. Warden Perkins is returning your call. It's on line 2.
Thank you. Warden, this is Tom Dennison. Yes, I need to talk to you about your daughter, Allison. Of course, I know her medical state. You have just a few questions, and they're very urgent ones. Would you have time later today?
You know what's occurring to me? How you put me and everybody else in this hotel in danger because you're a sucker.
Steve...
It's true, Max. What if Jamie had been recognized? He would have pulled that gun out and shot everybody inside.
All he cared about were those damn diamonds.
Not if he were cornered. You know, you love to cash in on the fact that we're brothers when you need something, but in reality, you don't give a damn.
Will you just stop and try and believe me that I thought I was the only one in danger?
How could you believe, even for a minute, that Tina was alive?
Because I wanted to.
I can't stay here any longer. I'm going to go down to the police
We
station.
found Cassie's car.
Where?
It was in an alley. It's close to where you live, John.
Let's go.
We're not sure that Cassie and Jamie are there. Come on.
Let her go, Jamie.
I was going to, but now I can't. Seems I still need a hostage.
Jamie, please don't do this.
You forgot about me, didn't you, Mom? Too busy with your new romance?
No, I didn't forget about you. How did you survive?
Oh, I don't know. Guts, determination, hard work, all those values you and Dad tried to instill in me, remember?
What about honor, trust, and respect for human life? What about kindness, love, and caring?
Coming from you and Dad, those were just shallow words.
They weren't always. You were a loving child.
Just stay back!
Amy, listen to me! You don't want to hurt anyone. Please, let me help you. I want to help you.
Just
You're
shut
going to lose this, Jamie, please. Look, why don't you just take me and leave Cassie here?
Not taking anybody.
You double-crossed me! Damn you! Go ahead and shoot me. I'll just shoot her. How do you like that, Mom? Your new boyfriend's gonna kill me. That's a nice romantic touch, isn't it?
I'll give you the 3. 1.
Please.
2.